Hello. This I just want to tell you what was the reason why I purchased this. So I am a big fan of one of the YouTubers called Ben Claremont. He's one of the guys who reviews amazing 360-degree cameras, and his reviews are like extensive, and they have absolutely all the information that you'd ever need before you take a decision. And none of these are sponsored, at least most of them, because he gives you very honest reviews, and he kind of weighs out the opportunities and threats, or if you want to call it, some of the cons and the pros of each of the cameras out there, right from brand to inter-brand to intra-brand. And you should definitely check him out if you want to have a complete in-detail review of the Insta360 X3 and other models as well, because these cameras are used for various applications, right from carrying this on your vacation on an invisible selfie stick right out of your car to give it the drone fly-through feel, right from there to even using it for professional real estate photography, which is very much in demand post-COVID. So for each type of application, there's a specific camera that actually works best. And I cannot thank Ben Claremont enough for the kind of effort he's put in understanding each of these cameras at a very great depth. And he's done these reviews, and they're very in detail. So definitely check him out, because the reason why I purchased this was because Ben Claremont kind of told me that this is not really a very big hardware upgrade from the Insta360 X2. But he said it's got a lot of good features. The extra large screen that comes with this, in comparison to the little round screen that comes with the Insta X2, is definitely an upgrade. There are some other features like HDR capture and probably the half-inch sensor, which they've been claiming as a big upgrade on this model. But we'll know about all these things pretty soon when we open this and have a look at it. But first, we're going to go through what's mentioned on the box. So it says in the box you have the Insta360 X3, which is nothing but the actual unit. And then you've got the charging cable, which I think is what is given with most of the units these days, including phones. You don't really get a charger, keeping in mind, the fact that we have to be sustainable. A protective pouch to hold the camera. And then you've got a quick start guide, which is more like a literature that you'll read before using the camera. And a lens cloth, which is used to clean the dome lenses, the two dome lenses which are on the actual camera unit. So that said, I think we can go ahead and open this. I'm going to quickly discuss some of the advantages of this over its predecessor, and we learn how this is better than the older model. So as per Ben Claremont, he stated that this is definitely a good upgrade, probably for people who do not even have a 360 camera, and that's the category I came under. I have a friend who's got the X2. I used it a couple of times. It was pretty good, but I couldn't really use it for long enough to probably review it. And since I was making my first purchase, and we had the Great Indian Shopping Festival on Amazon with extra offers, I was getting an X2 for around 35, a used one, with a selfie stick and stuff. So I just thought the 42 made more sense, getting a brand new piece with warranty and everything that you would need to get started in the world of 360-degree photography. So what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and unbox this. So it's got a 1-year warranty, service and support. You can reach out to this number. And I think the company that's actually importing this is Anya Enterprises, which is based out of Delhi, and you can get this from there. The MRP is around 49,990, and I got it for 42,000. In terms of the features, you can see what are the features mentioned here. I'll take you through each of these in detail. So it's got a 5.7K 360-degree capture. That's not very different from the previous model. Single lens mode, which helps you to use it like an action cam, where you could just use one side of the camera to use it like an action cam and switch off the other camera. Then you have the 72 megapixel 360-degree photo. Well, this was not really available on the previous model. Ben Claremont had actually measured this, and he stated that the previous models came, I think, with a 24 megapixel camera, but I think the 24 megapixel was pretty clear because it wasn't, cramming up the pixels on its sensor. So this has got an active HDR video, which is definitely a little better on this model if you were to use it right out of the box. So for the HDR video, this active HDR definitely works and is doing a bit of good job, especially when you're shooting in the night. Then you've got the invisible selfie stick. I don't think this is any sort of improvement over the previous version, because this was always. As you can see, we've got this pull out here, and it states that ports do, but we're going to check them out now. So here it clearly states that you need to pull out the battery first to insert the micro SD card. that meets UHS 1 V30 standards. Thank God I bought the V30 version of the card. I was just planning to buy the lower UHS Class 3 card. I'm glad I purchased the V30 for just, I think, another $100 more. Make sure the battery cover and the USB cover are clean and dry before closing. Apart from that, we've got this little thing. I think that's the mic. I'm not too sure. We'll figure out. Like I said, this is an unboxing and I'm totally unaware of what is inside the box and how the camera works. I'm a total newbie when it comes to using this camera. So as I guessed, I think the small notch or the gap in this particular case is to enable you to charge the unit when it's placed inside. So that also means that the lenses go in this way and you just have the mount out here. So even if you put a mount onto it, the camera would be safe inside. So that shows us that this notch is purely for charging because it's positioned exactly there. So let's go ahead and open this battery cover. Let's keep this guy here. And looks like you do this and this from both sides, and this whole unit comes out. That's the battery. And that's the Insta 360 battery. The memory card goes right in here. That's a pretty nice concept, fairly good in design. I think the only way to lock it is just push it in and it just sits there and locks in place. So that's pretty cool. We have a lovely display here. Let's go ahead and switch it on before we charge it later. So I'll just pull this back. We'll lock it back in place. I think pressing might not be a good idea. So let's go ahead and close it this way. Doesn't seem to be too happy sitting in there. Held this down and released it, and then I think it's locked in place. So we've got this looks like the mic. I'm not too sure what this is. This could be a speaker, or maybe it's a 360 mic or something. So let's go ahead and try and power this on. So here's the power button. Here you've got a Q button. I'm not too sure what that is for. And something experience as new as how you would if you opened the box yourself. And considering that this is my first 360-degree camera, I'm very new to this, and I want to make sure that you have that exact experience of opening it yourself and being in that moment where you don't even figure out what each of these buttons are doing. And that's exactly what we managed to do with this video. So let's call it a day and put this cable in, close the box, and wait for another video